Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of World's Strongest Baker. My name is Ryan. I am the World's Strongest Baker because nobody told me I'm not. Today we are using the Seasonal Baker Baking All Year Round by Michelle Evans Fecci. F-E-C-C-I, I don't know. But today's recipe is spiced carrot and pumpkin bundt cake. It's a mouthful, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I love cake. Who doesn't? But I have not made a bundt cake in a long time. I've never made a carrot cake from scratch. So, lots of fun in this one. So, let's get the ingredients together and I'll see you in the kitchen. Alright, we are going to start with our golden raisins. We're going to add some orange zest and some orange juice. What you want to do actually is about 30 minutes before you start your actual mixing all the ingredients, you want to do this because you're going to microwave it for a couple seconds, allow the raisins to soak up all those flavors and the juice, most of the juice. And then you're going to take it out and let it cool completely. I recommend moving it onto like a plate or a bigger bowl, spread it out so it cools faster. Now we are going to prep our bundt pan. This lovely, been in the family for quite a while, bundt pan. You'll see from the color on the outside at the end. What you want to do is spread some melted butter liberally around the entire inside, and then we are going to add in flour and coat the inside of the pan. Not as easy as it sounds, especially getting around the center. So yeah, I took a little spoon and did it tappy. Sorry, I just watched Happy Gilmore recently. A little tap. But yeah, I eventually get it completely covered, or so I think. The only time you can find out if you truly got it covered is at the end when you're trying to get it out. So again, liberal coverage. Alright, time to get our ingredients together. Let's see, we got some sugar going in. And what do we got next? Oh, we got our eggs going in. That's a lot of eggs. So every day this becomes a more expensive cake. And we get to add in our oil. Very healthy, this cake, very healthy, you know, keeping those calories low. And we're gonna speed up the video so I can whisk it together because you guys don't want to wait around and see me whisk all slowly and stuff. Alright, now that we have everything whisked together, I'm gonna add in those carrots that I grated so beautifully. I know, I got skills. Boom. And then, if I ever hurry up, you can see me like dancing around in the reflection there. There we go, we got our pumpkin puree. I love pumpkin all year round, so pumpkin puree in a can is wonderful. Get all of it in because waste not, want not. And then again, we are going to whisk. Speeding it up because for some reason in this video I was whisking very slowly. Alright, now we get to add in our chopped pecans, which look beautiful if I do say so myself. And then we are going to add in our spice. And I believe that's baking soda, baking powder. I don't remember. Well, we're going to get all that stuff in. Look at all that spice. It smelled like Christmas. It was wonderful. Look, even more. I'm pretty sure that's a cinnamon. I think that's added cinnamon because the spice mix already had cinnamon. So this is very cinnamony. And Artemis wants to be in this in the background. So if you hear, that's her complaining about something. And then get the lovely whisk in. Make it all nice and flavorful. Mixing it all together. Next we are going to add in our flour. I like to do this in portions, as I always say, because it allows you to incorporate it completely. You don't want to mix too much because you will build up the gluten and your cake will not be light and fluffy like you want it to be. And like magic, it's starting to look like a cake batter. One more addition. This is where having strong forearms comes into play. Because that batter got thick. And apparently I just left it here showing this part. Ah, there we go, a little tappy tappy. Move on to the next part. Oh, we're adding in the raisins. Adding those golden raisins. We got all that flavor in there. Look, barely any juice. Barely any juice in there. You got the zest. And I'm going to fold it in because they'd probably get stuck in the whisk. Fold it, fold it, fold. Who was it? Julia Child said, around the outside and through the middle. I'm not sure if that's true. Somebody said it. Alright, now we are getting into the hardest part to do while filming. Pouring the batter into the Bundt pan. You don't want to hit the camera, you don't want to spill, because then you got to redo a shot you can't do without making a new one. But you want to get all that batter in there. Make sure your oven is already preheated, because you don't want this to just sit there. I think I did a pretty good job with that. No spillage. Make sure I'm getting almost every last drop. Looks pretty good. A little spin for the camera and thumbs up. Alright, after baking, boom. Magic. Movie magic. You don't have to sit around with me. That looks delicious. Alright guys, this has been cooling for 10 minutes. Time to turn it out. It's actually not that hot. Alright, so you guys remember what I said about liberally adding the butter and the flour? Well, apparently I did not, because this thing was not moving. So that's when you take out a knife or a little offset spatula or something, and you get to scrape each little indent inside and out of the Bundt cake and pray to the baking gods that the top comes out with the base. All right, time to make the frosting. So first we're taking our softened butter. It's been sitting out for a while, so it better be nice and soft. Throwing in some powdered sugar, sifting it. I have tried to make a frosting without sifting my flour. It does not work. It is a nightmare and a half. It comes with powdered sugar, which tastes great, but it's not what we're going for here. And then I start mixing with the spatula, trying to get the butter and the powdered sugar to be best friends and make a lovely frosting. Takes a little bit of manipulation. Chef John makes this look a lot easier. Foodwishes.com. There we go. They're starting to get together and party. There we go. Oh, see, that already looks delicious. But we're going to make it even better. Just watch. Oh yeah, we're about to do it. Wait for it. Orange zest. Yeah, scrape it off, smart guy. There we go. Said I was the world's strongest baker, not the world's smartest. Oh, and then there, cream cheese, people. Cream cheese, softened as well. And then a little mashy up time. That's a party I want to be invited to right there. There we go. Alright, so for some reason I decided to switch to whisk, which in my mind was like, hey, this is going to incorporate great. What didn't pop into my mind was I was adding a lot of air to the frosting by whisking it. So I added my spices, cinnamon. There's a lot of cinnamon in this dish. We got orange and we got cinnamon in the frosting. Delicious. Then I'm going to go crazy with the whisk here and whisk it together. And then you're going to want to loosen it up. Now, when you loosen it up, don't use a whisk, because what that's going to do is add more air. So you're going to get a fluffy frosting, not really a pourable one. You know what they say about hindsight? 2020. Is that even a good expression anymore? Because 2020 was not a great year for anyone. Alright. We got our frosting. That is the end of our episode, World's Strongest Baker. Spiced carrot and pumpkin Bundt cake from the book The Seasonal Baker by Michelle Evans. I'm just going to do an F because I really don't want to mess up her name. But it was a lot of fun. Very easy recipe, very easy ingredients to get a hold of, which is not always the case in this book. But there's an ice cream in here that I want to do, so I'm going to have to make some lavender infused sugar. But we'll get to that later. But for now, we are going to take a nice little bite out of this Bundt cake. So let's see how it cuts. Alright. Oh, here we go. Big reveal. Well, that just looks uber delicious, doesn't it? Right there. So, easy none. This is a carrot cake packed with extra spice, a lot of Christmas flavors. So, let's see how it goes. It's really good. I really like the flavor. It's not overpowering in any way. It's nice and subtle. You definitely get the pecan flavor. So sorry for people who don't like pecans. It's in the recipe. But you also get a little bit of that orange. You get that nice spice mix. A lot of cinnamon in this thing. But it's nice and moist. There's 6 eggs in it. Super expensive cake. But it's very, very delicious. It's actually still a little bit warm. I was supposed to wait till it's completely cooled, but I'm going in for a second bite here. That frosting also brings around a nice orange cinnamon flavor. You get a little bit of a bite from the cream cheese, but nothing big. All in all, I really like this one. This is a home run. And thank you, Michelle Evans F, for putting it together. That's it. It's delicious. We got another success after the caramel fiasco. 2 caramel recipes failed. Don't worry, I'm gonna get those. But right now, we're talking about spice, carrot, and pumpkin. I really don't get the pumpkin. It's definitely giving some moisture. There might be a hint of it, but it's not a huge pumpkin flavor. So if you're looking for a big pumpkin flavor, this is not gonna have it. And if you add more pumpkin, it's just gonna sink. So, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend, or whatever day you're watching this. Enjoy that day. I'm going to keep eating, and I'll see you on the kitchen. Oh yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, but be nice about it. Peace out, y'all.